Hey everybody, this is Tom from Small Scale Life, and it is the 3rd of March. It's beautiful out. I'm actually in short sleeves shirt, and I wanted to take a quick walk through the garden while the weather is so great, just to see how things are going. There's going to be a lot of these this year, because this is what I do. This is what I love, and we'll be walking out in the garden, showing you different projects that's going on. But it's such a beautiful day, I just had to come outside. March 6th in Minnesota, and we've got a full thaw going. You can see the standing water, and you know, hopefully that'll seep in and seep. Well, the ground's kind of frozen. Actually, the top level is just feeling the burn here. Berm. It's feeling a little squishy, so maybe it's thawing out. But we got some standing water in the middle of the raised beds here, and in this dark area, shaded area, we've got some ice left and water on the ground. So this is the bed, though. This is the garden. We've got three different raised beds. The newest bed is right here. I raised potatoes in there last year. I did okay, but I think I can do better. So I've decided that I'm going to use containers, maybe even a garbage can, to raise potatoes this year. And this bed is going to be used for other things. I'm thinking cucumbers might go in here. Also some bush beans. So looking to have some fun with this bed this year and add a trellis, maybe even move one of these trellises over to that bed. This bed last year, if you remember from Small Scale Gardening, I still have some beans up there that have dried out. But this bed had my cucumbers and green beans, and initially had my peas as well. Peas didn't do so great. I'm going to make another run at those this year. But the beans went up into that lilac, and it was pretty crazy. I had beans that are 15 feet in the air, and a couple are still up there that I didn't get. But this was a great bed. I also built the fence so the rabbits wouldn't eat the peas and the beans. And other than the squirrels digging around in it a little bit, it actually performed quite well. So in this bed, I've got to decide what I'm going to do in this one. I've thought about maybe some lettuce or peppers, but I have some other thoughts on what I want to do with peppers. So I've got to do some soul searching, some planning here, especially, you know, with this nice weather. This is the long bed here. This has traditionally been my tomato bed. I had, gosh, a number of tomato plants in here last year that all grew over 13 feet high. I did have some interference, though. Kind of see the sun is to the right of the camera here in the south, and it would shade. When I had green beans and the cucumbers in the second bed, this bed actually got shaded out. So I've got to do some adjusting. I'll talk about the third bed over there in a minute, or the fourth bed. Plane coming in. But this bed had tomatoes and onions last year, and now I've got, there's some onions and there's garlic planted in this bed. So I've got to decide, well, that's what I'm decided to do. So I've got I'm already starting to see a design problem. I've got kind of a low profile crop planted already in this bed versus this bed that's wide open, and I still want to grow cucumbers this year. This is an onion here. Somebody was chewing on it. You can see that soil is, it's still frozen. I mean, this is ice right down in here, but I can smell that onion. Somebody was eating on it. But I've got hardneck garlic planted in a row, pretty much parallel to the cable here. So that's down, already planted, and hopefully getting nice and warm and ready to go for this year. So I'm kind of excited about this, although my design might have not been too brilliant as I think about it. Probably should have been in that bed. I might have to change things around. The last bed here, this has been traditionally my pepper plantation, I call it. This year I was thinking about doing herbs in this bed, and maybe repurposing the trellis, at least leaving the goalposts up and taking the pipes out and moving it over to the other bed. I've got to do some design work on that. So I'm thinking herbs, basil will go in here. Maybe start out the year with some peas as well, just to get some fertility into this, into that soil. Some nitrogen anyway. These green baskets here, you might be wondering what those are, and this is my hybrid rain gutter grow system. If you can see the pipe, the 10-foot pipe that's sitting on top of the pepper plantation, these baskets go into the pipe. So with the onset of winter, I didn't clean those out like I probably should have, but we're going to reuse the soil in there, maybe top it off, mix it up, top it off, and you know, I was thinking that peppers might go in there just to try it out. I got to do got to do some design here yet. Last but not least is a little bed over here that I affectionately call the guerrilla garden. And I didn't really get a chance to talk about this too much last year. It's really a 2 by 5 foot bed. And I just threw some late tomatoes in there just to see what would happen, see how it would grow. You can kind of see the contour. It's elevated a little bit with better soil. The native soil is clay, not that great a material. There was bits of broken bottles in there and pots. And so I had some extra soil left over, threw it in here, made almost this guerrilla garden, so to speak. And what's interesting is I left some onions in there, and you can see they are still growing and green, although somebody was eating on them. So I'll have to do something about that, because I would like to get some onions out of here and get that weed out. But, kind of interesting. Now, why would I leave the onions in? Well, just to see what would happen. Here's another one here. Well, it looks a little mushy. This one didn't do anything. So we'll just see what happens. Maybe build up the soil a little bit. Gosh, it almost looks like a drip line here of some kind. But I might put some more onions in here, or maybe something a little taller. I'm not sure. Something that the rabbits won't chew. You can see there is rabbit poop. We do have rabbits in this neighborhood. I've even thought about playing around with some different planting techniques in here just to see what would happen. So more on that. So there you go, a quick overview of the garden. Do have the compost bin over there, and last time I was digging around in there, it was a little frozen. Those 2 bins back there, I used those for potatoes last year, and we'll see. I really want to try that garbage can idea, to grow potatoes in a garbage can, old garbage can. And I do have rhubarb back in this area, but we're still early yet, way too early. So just looking around, still have, you know, some leaves that we can add to the compost. There is space back here to do some things, but this is kind of our eating area, gathering area. Won't do anything here. The hybrid rain gutter grow system, that goes right in here. And I do have a space back here that's really wasted, and the drip line is about a foot off. I've got an idea on how to grow something back there, but we'll see. So yeah, stay tuned. We've got some interesting and exciting stuff planned for this year. Thanks for tuning in. Please check out smallscalelife.com. We're also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We've got the Small Scale Gardening Group on Facebook, and we've also got the Minnesota-Wisconsin Regenerative Agriculture Group there as well. So lots of opportunities to interact with us. Oh, we're on Pinterest as well. So lots of opportunities to interact, but we're gonna get things really rolling here as soon as Old Man Winter leaves. But thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.